Hey, once again, folks, it's still me, the Mysterious JG, and we're still playing as the Protoss, trying to retake our homeworld of Ire from the Zerg, and to do so, we will move to higher ground.
Executor, I bring news most dire.
Oh,
The cerebrate that we thought we had killed has arisen again.
I thought he was going to tell us the
The
refugees
creature's
were no longer
battered
attacking
form was
us.
reincarnated despite the considerable damage we inflicted upon it. Even now, the cerebrate drives its brood in preparation for their next offensive.
So let's kill it
It
again.
is as I feared. It was folly to believe Tassadar could be trusted. The Conclave will not soon forget his wanton betrayal.
Or my glowing eyes.
Nevertheless, we must stand resolute. For attacking defenseless cerebrates is not the way of true Protoss warriors. We shall overcome the entire swarm with the might and the fury that is our heritage. Executor, we shall lead our main strike force to the province of Sion, which has fallen to the Zerg. It's time the Zerg felt the wrath of the Sons of Ire.
The Sons
Praetor
of
Phoenix will
Liberty!
remain here with a small detachment and guard Antioch from any further assaults.
Adun be with you, Executor. Bring swift death to the enemies of Ire.
Executor, we're not exactly what you'd call human. Okay, so, I need scissors, Executor. 61. Yeah, so, Colonel Campbell is telling us that Tassadar's dumbass and we can't, or that he's like a scuzzy traitor and we can't trust him, but still. Phoenix is going to get left behind at Antioch to take care of business there while we move on to Sion. I'm sure somebody has probably drawn a complete detailed map of Ire with all the province names. But yeah, not us. Hey, looks like we've got scouts. There's Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter right there. Check it out. Okay, so we've got, as always, just build as many of those guys as we can to start.
House. Contact. Kills.
Finally have access to our flyers. Very expensive, but also very effective are the Protoss flyers. And they're great for scouting out what your base looks like. Looks like we've got a Bengalas up there. Because those are, as somebody pointed out in the comments, it doesn't make sense that the Terrans had them in their science vessel before because they're native to Ire and the Terrans have never been there. But, we're under attack. Don't about to do permanent damage to that pylon. It'll just look stupid in our base with, like... Yeah, whatever. So how did it get up here? I don't know, but it seems like It seems like all we really need to do is build lots of cannons to the west here. The west is the best. That west seems to be the only place they can attack from. Now flyers could come in from the north, so we probably want to put some stuff up there. But...
Contact. Focus acknowledged. Focus acknowledged. You must construct additional
Locals
pylons.
acknowledged.
Focus acknowledged.
Alright, well, seems like they might have drop ships come from up here. Again, it won't let me build cannons where I want to. Drop ships from up here can be blocked off with a couple of cannons up here. And then I can build a big old ring of cannons over here, and we've basically got an enclosed base. Yeah, it was drop ships.
Contact. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. What now calls?
They killed one of my probes, you bastards! there's at least 2 different colors of Protoss going here. Or Zerg.
Calls. Awaiting command.
They really messed up on my scouts too. Okay, so we have got to build some cannons up here, but more importantly, we got to build cannons over here, and we can't build cannons at either of those places yet because I don't have a forge. So that's my bad. I have a feeling we're finally going to be allowed to research more than one upgrade at a time, but since we can't get up to all the way up to 3, probably don't matter. Alright, I get some cannons here and here, and we're probably good. Let's start with this. I forgot these guys actually need to be given orders after they build something right away because they just hang out. Nice straight line, GG. Yeah, there we go.
You've not enough minerals. Awaiting command.
Just annoyed that one of my probes has already taken a bunch of damage.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Or scouts, I should say. Anybody idle down here? No. Anybody idle of Killer Instinct fame? Yeah, Vango. They're natives of fire. So what were they doing on that science vessel? That's a good point. You know, the gas can wait till we've got the cannons built. Keep one guy harvesting gas, but we need to get these cannons built, and I need to get more workers going to do that. Your first priority on almost every mission, get your base established. I don't really have any defenses up here, so maybe this is where these guys can hang out, but you can also spend way too much on base defenses, but yeah. One thing about building lots of photon cannons, that tends to mean you've also built lots of pylons, which tends to mean that you're not going to run out of psi. Okay, that's what they're there for. Just little robo sounds when he plays the Protoss in the background always. Probably 2 cannons each here is enough, because if they send in air transports and the air transports run as soon as they're hit, that's plenty. And if they don't, they want a really concerted attack, probably can't stop them anyway. Without, well, I'd have to heavily reinforce this area. It's a good start. 2 cannons each. I don't want to get back to work on the Vespian pretty soon here. But pulling those guys off, basically I think kept it coming in at a fast enough rate that I could keep this guy active. Not waiting too long between being able to drop cannons. He's almost ready for another one here. Alright, so put him, and then these 2 guys to work on gas. So I've already got 1 guy working on gas, there'll be 4 guys working on gas. I got 4, 8, 12, 14, 16 cannons defending the base at various points. They're kind of spread a little thin, but that can't be helped. Looks like we got air gathering over here. Hydras.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
You do not want to fight Hydras with scouts. Damn. Didn't take that much to take out one of my cannons. So what happened to the Mutalisk that was over here? I guess he took off. Oh, that didn't take long at all. There's a 1 in 4 chance that you were the guy who built those things before. Go rebuild. And we need to upgrade their shields. In the hopes that that will continue to happen. Now, clearly, that force of half dozen Hydras along with the Mutalisk or whatever cost them more than 150 minerals. So it was a victory for me that they managed to destroy 1 cannon and all of that, but still. Oh, I should get a shield regenerator going. Possibly 2. I need a gateway first. I need a gateway drug. Try to find all these places on my base that don't currently have psi. Oh, maybe it's not a lack of psi that's preventing me from building there. Maybe it's stone. Cybernetic score and Citadel of Adu. Whatever. Can't do much of anything until I get a gateway.
Shogun,
Ta-ta.
It will be done. Chaos.
So it looked like there was a base over here, but that's one of those fake Thespian geysers.
Locus acknowledged. It will be done.
There's some creep over there.
Chaos. Locus acknowledged.
We are under attack.
I need to reinforce this.
Chaos.
Another spot where we can build stuff.
Chaos.
I don't think I see a reason to wait to expand to here.
I long for combat. Waiting command.
Get some more defenses going up here in case this becomes a perennial point for them to attack. And then we'll try to establish a new base over there.
Upgrade complete. Standing by.
Oh, you know what? Those guys are going to try to terrorize my folks when they come over. Oh, crap. I was worried about this. I was just about to order him to build more cannons in here. It looks like that's going to be a good idea. Might not be a bad idea to have more, start going with, if I can build them at this point, I'm not sure if I can, some Reavers, and have them hang around behind the cannons. They will do a number on Hydras and Zergling. So far they haven't come all the way down here, so I think I leave the defenses a bit thinner down here, but yeah, reinforcement up here wouldn't be bad at all. Oh, we can still only build up to level 1. Oh, fuck. Shit. Said I swear. I knew that was coming, but I didn't count on the determination of that Zergling. Ah, that's interesting. They don't come over here until they see what they think is a defenseless unit. And once they see what they think is a defenseless unit, they don't stop trying to attack it just because there are other non-defenseless units around. 1, 2, 3. Huh. And this is a common technique too, at least common amongst Bobo and Lagman, is scout the place out with 2, 3, 4. Build a rows of cannons that you're going to use to defend your base before you actually throw down the Nexus. Now, this seems like it's expensive in minerals. The idea is that if you have them built in dense enough that they never really get damaged, then you build them once and the expenditure is done forever. It's very difficult for them to... The computer doesn't have the discipline to take losses during airdrops, so they'll just... They might send in flyers. As long as they've got enough to hold off mutalisks, they should be good. And it'll be a source of harassment to their overlords, which is always fun. And we'll want to put some down over here eventually, but I just hope I don't run out of... Oh, this is always fun. This will piss them off for the entire freaking game. I doubt I'll prevent them from building hydralisks this way. They'll probably build another hydralisk bed somewhere, but this will irritate the hell out of them. Yep. Beautiful. Those guys get killed. Here I'll build in some cannons and they'll just still really be closed.
We are under attack.
Yeah, this is a thing of beauty. Just plowing right into big old swarms of cannons.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. What battle calls?
If I can ever get these warped in, I'll be in great shape.
Contact.
Oh. What stuff just... Did stuff just get buried there, or... I don't know what happened. Can you get in and out of here, or are we trapped now? Dragoons might be trapped forever, unfortunately. It'd be nice if I could build shuttles, I'm not sure. Yeah, I might want to get them... Might want to get these guys out of here. Dragoons can't get out. I probably should have stopped construction before I got to that point, but okay. Alright, so these 3 Dragoons are probably trapped forever. Or until the Zerg break through. I cannot... I don't think I can get rid of them. I guess I could manually have my own guys attack them, but that would be about what it would take. You really don't want to be in the way during the construction of this base. You don't want the Protoss to be forced to kill you. Excuse me, or did Colonel Campbell mispronounce Protoss in that last briefing? Oh, you guys can hang out over here, whatever. We are going to be building scouts. Once I've got this other base established, we can start raking in these minerals. I'll be building scouts, so that'll be nice. Protoss are so expensive. Well, I mean, part of it is that I'm going to throw down 1 million freaking cannons, but... And the red guys seem to have been thoroughly disheartened. They're no longer trying to take out those cannons on the ridge. I guess they figure they've lost the buildings that those cannons can strike, and they're not getting them back.
It will be done.
Sure, it will be done. Careful, spore colonies. Spore colonies and hydras are the worst enemy for the Protoss probe. Well, these guys aren't great against... they don't love mutalisks either, although they kill mutalisks pretty good. drag out the lists in numbers like this, and I want to back off. I can lure them to their deaths. Can I lure you guys into photon cannon range?
Acknowledged. We are under attack.
I'm sure they've got this. Yeah, there we go. And I can harass them indefinitely.
Acknowledged. Kills. It will be done. Kills. Standing by.
This would be a lot more profitable to me if I had a shield generator down here. So let's get one of those going. Then it's probably time to get in a couple of Stargates. Stargates are nice. You can pack them in pretty tight because the units that come out of them don't need space on the ground to spawn. Are you gonna build that Stargate or not, buddy? Are you trapped?
We are under attack.
Bitch, he's trapped. Yeah, that was those same Hydras. They're just like, we're not gonna take it. No, we're gonna take it. That was like, I'm afraid you are. Wahahaha.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I have that many gateways going, do I? I think I'll be concentrating pretty heavily on air since I'm finally allowed to use air, but I don't think I can just ignore everything else. Citadel of Adoon, I think that's a research building for at least, there's at least one speed upgrade comes from that. I don't remember what else you get. Okay. So
Contact.
shields are rejuvenated. That's good. Oh, it's the different group of Hydras that came after us.
It will be done. Kills. It will be done. Kills. Locus acknowledged. Locus acknowledged. It will be done. Standing by.
Do not want to get over by that spore colony. But this kind of thing can incite them into launching little piecemeal attacks before they're ready to mess them up. You're never going to kill the frickin' sunken colony at this rate.
Awaiting command. Standing by. Kills.
And we ran too fast and he didn't follow us into range to get sniped by a cannon.
Kills. Chaos. It will be done. Chaos.
So, I could forget this all day, which is probably not something you guys are excited about, but
We are under attack.
that's enough blips that it might be worth looking at. Another Zergling. Wow. They must be Zergling with high speed attack. Because they did some real damage there. The real damage of Beverly Hills. Or Real Housewives, or whatever it is. Okay. Well, if I'm going to use probes, or whatever I decide to use to do this, I better start building these forces up now, because, if they're able to do that much damage with Zerglings, then my
Complete.
faster zealot movement, that's right. An upgrade they really kind of kick off and make it insane in the next game. Starcraft 2. Not very good.
Standing by.
It's the speed we have an opening to attack here. No. They've got a lot of hydras in that base.
Acknowledged. It will be done.
Oh, this guy might get killed if I keep this up.
Standing by. Witness acknowledged. It will be done.
275 minerals, 125 and gas. These things are so expensive. But they're a lot of fun.
Contact. Chaos. Awaiting command. Standing by.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Contact. Jogad. Chaos. Standing by. It will be done. Chaos.
Those guys must be coming around for an attack.
Awaiting command. Standing by.
Oh boy.
Acknowledged. It will be done.
Fall back until you guys get in range of the cannons, yeah.
Chaos.
See, I don't want to retreat too fast or I can't sucker them into attacking the cannons.
Chaos. Teleport successful.
Well, I got
Will be done.
more guys in my little force now.
Locust
Your warriors
acknowledged.
have engaged the enemy.
It will be done. Awaiting command. Locust acknowledged.
Upgrade complete.
This will just frustrate the hell out of them, as I've already mentioned.
Locust acknowledged. It will be done. Chaos. Locust acknowledged.
That's how I got suckered into their stationary defense.
Will be done. Jogad. Contact. Teleport successful. Contact.
Protoss Air Force continues to grow, and the casualties continue to rise.
Contact. Locust acknowledged. Chaos. It will be done. Contact. Awaiting command. Standing by.
they got a lot of sunken colonies in the middle of their base. This is they call it higher ground for a reason. We're supposed to be taking advantage of the high ground and air forces. This will basically finish them, although Hydra Den might not be a bad idea to attack either. This might stop them from building Hydras, which is really the only thing that's a threat to me at this point. The beauties, they don't have that many of them, it seems like. Alright, so it looks like we got this. But,
Contact. Standing by.
we did lose a scout. So we need 3 more.
Your warriors have engaged. Standing by.
Alright, well they've got another Hydralisk wave somewhere, but... So we'll just have to get rid of the hive. Kind of like what they did to me at the end of Zerg Mission 9, where these guys kind of snuck past and started killing my shit in the middle of my base. And it's frustrating when you don't have air defenses anymore. You just try to build up Hydras, but you can't build them up in the numbers necessary to actually save yourself. Don't want them getting out of there. And if that's it for their drones, then this base is essentially dead. These things are really a pain to kill. But it's their last opportunity they have to spawn some Hydras that can hurt us. It's just a matter then of avoiding spore colonies, and this base is finished. You can see they take a lot of firepower to kill. Hydras are just kind of... Or not Hydras, Zerglings are just sort of, there's nothing else for them to do, so they're doing what they can. Isn't much. Okay, so we have to continue to try to avoid spore colonies, which are really the only thing that's still a threat to us here. I thought for a second that was a Hydra, it's just a Zergling. If it had Hydras, the Hydras would have already attacked this group of guys.
Awaiting command.
I need one more if I want to be even 12. Now, it's still frustrating to me that you guys can't get out of here, but, whatever. 0.1.
Standing by. Kills.
Once I've got a group of 12, I might want to attack spore colonies with them, just so that I don't have to worry about carefully managing them. Oh, the white guys are... They're probably just coming here to attack me, or they might be coming over to try to do an airdrop on that other base, but... Or they were just... Yeah, hey guys, what's going on over here?
Awaiting command. She oust onward successful. Honor guide me.
It's time to start busting out land units.
What battle
4, 6, 7, 8. That was 12.
Standing by. Kills. Locus acknowledged. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Awaiting command. Standing by. Kills. We are under attack. Locus acknowledged.
That didn't last long. Get your shields back because you were the one who took the brunt of that spore colony's attack. You know, you guys could be at least a little useful if you were standing right here. Ooh, maybe the Zerg will actually find us a way out. Oh, or maybe, yeah, okay. Thank you, Zerg. For making us laugh about love again. Okay, well, I'm not going to produce any ground units in here, so I can seal us back in. But we got rid of our trapped guys, so that's cool. Alicia doesn't like it when the trapped guys are eliminated, though. Or Alicia Sama or whatever. You notice this place is pretty thin on spore colonies. It is meant to be destroyed by skulls. Force it to switch targets. And there we go. Perfect. Alright, beautiful. Rest while the minerals pour in.
Standing by. Kills.
I should be getting rid of the sunk colonies first, just so we can watch the creep come back in, and you end up with Zerg buildings that are just stuck with no creep around them, and they have a little bit of creep that they're on because. Their creep being sort of recalled by a lack of colonies doesn't by itself kill the buildings, but they end up looking kind of weird. They're so used to seeing them trying to creep.
Awaiting command. It will be done. Locus acknowledged. Kills.
Yeah, and we've almost hit that point where you couldn't even tell that there ever had been a Zerg base here. So if we waited long enough, this spawning pool would eventually would have no creep around it. Just so you guys can see that, I might go ahead and let that happen. Now we could take over this base if we chose. I think there might be another resource patch around somewhere too that we wouldn't have to take a base to get. It would just be kind of difficult to reach with that without finding a base first. Like usually you have a big empty space like this. Yeah, there you go. See, resource patch. At least there's minerals. I don't see gas. But minerals is what we're running out of. Looks like there's more resources over here.
I long for combat.
That's nice.
Thus I serve.
So now we've got probes to deal with, not probes, scouts to deal with air, which means that I can just pump out zealots, because I like zealots. They're more fun for me than dragoons. Dragoons are, they're walking around is annoying. They look silly. And I just like having big armies of zealots going around like using melee attacks to kill everything. Stop him before he reaches our base. He could do so much damage. Oh no, he's escaping us forever. Never gotten back out of there, buddy. You had it made. Ah, this would be the white Zerg who've been attacking us. They're over here. I wonder if they too are like have much better ground defense than air defense. Oh, didn't look like it. They got Scourge and Spore Colonies. The first thing I've seen.
My life for ire. My life for ire.
I'm thinking these guys were gonna have to assault with the ground forces.
What battle calls? Receiving.
So if we really want to screw with the Zerg, we can get another base up here, just grabbing nothing but loads of minerals. I don't know why the Zerg aren't
My life for ire.
somehow guarding this base, other than the fact that it's campaign mode. Maybe sometimes make it a bit easier. So these ended up being not needed, but you know, that's okay. You don't always know precisely what your enemy's attack vectors are going to be. Let's defend this probe that I'm sending to build a base that we probably don't really need, but bring it a bit faster.
My life for ire. My life for ire.
Actually, it seems to be okay now. Let's check on this spawning pool. Yeah, see? Isn't that interesting, folks? Look at it there, all running at a creep. Makes Stone Cold sick. So we can watch the last of the creep disappear here.
Awaiting instructions.
Let's let this really small group of dragoons hang out. Yeah, look at this. Isn't this awesome? Cleanse the earth with fire, like you do. And if we fly away and come back, I think that scar will stay there. But if we fly away and come back, it will be done, and it will be gone. Give the earth a little chance to heal, and oh, never mind. I guess it takes longer than that.
Awaiting command. Locus acknowledged.
Thought it would heal. Like you can't see where the other buildings used to be.
Standing by. Locus acknowledged. Will be done.
Yeah, it's gone now. Maybe we never completely left it the screen behind so that you couldn't see it. But yeah, no, that's still there. Damn it. But anyway, there will come a point where you would never be able to tell that there was ever a Zerg base here. The other buildings have apparently been dead long enough that the earth healed itself of the Zerg infestation. The Dissifistators who want you to leave the Bronx and come to Char to serve the swarm. I'm like obsessed with seeing that thing not be there anymore. Okay, we're just gonna continue to rape the land here. It's not just enough to kill the Zerg. We have to consume all the resources on the planet Ire.
What battle calls? Isatu. Thus I serve. Awaiting command.
Ooh, it looks different now. It is healing. That's nice.
Isatu. For Hadun.
And we got faster zealot movement, so that's cool. Now with all the Vespene we got stored, if I had access to them, I'd be building Templar in preparation for Happy Cloudmen, but we don't actually have access to that technology in this mission, so we won't do that. you'll get to see Templar and Happy Cloudmen in a later video. I don't know how big this base is, but I think 36 Zealots backed up by 12 Scouts, even if a couple of the Zealots in that first group and a couple of the Scouts are not at full health, ought to be able to finish this thing off. His life is for hire.
My life for hire. My life for hire.
Zealots are also nice because they don't take as much pop as Dragoons and Crows. Speaking of pop, ABC is pop. No, speaking of pop, put in some pylons in case anybody asks questions about how many Zealots do you plan to build. We're at 163. How much does each provide? 8. I just put in 3. So 3 is 24 plus that we're going to be at 187. So I need 2 more to absolutely max out the pop limit. That'll bring us up to 195. And this will put us over the top. Now the minerals are coming in fast, but I don't think they're coming in fast enough for us to get 48 Zealots going. Or for it to be worth waiting.
What battle calls? Contact. Awaiting instructions. My life for hire. My life for hire. My life for hire. She house. Isatsu. I long for combat.
Well, only one of the Zealots is at all injured, so.
Isatsu. Honor guide me.
Hey, and that thing is finally healed completely.
Lucas acknowledged.
Yeah, if you're the Zerg player, you don't want to see this. You do not want to see this coming at you. We're coming at you. What are you doing? Get over there. Oh, that Zergling was put up a valiant fight, but I don't think he was ever going to take care of this. So this would appear to, well, this would appear to be an entrance.
I long for combat.
We still can't build the friggin' Reavers that we had in the last mission. So those suicide guys are doing a number on my Air Force, but wipe out their population limit. Yeah, destroying Overlords can really mess with the Zerg too. So we kill it before it can attack us, right? Yeah.
Executor.
Yeah.
Antioch is under attack by overwhelming Zerg forces.
Really?
Praetor, you must hold your position for as long as possible. Fight on, brave Phoenix, and know that the gods watch over you.
Well, I wasn't planning to retreat.
Entaro Adun.
What? Seriously, dude? Yeah, I was going to do that. That was about to hatch. That egg that they're all surrounded was about to hatch into Kurgan. It was going to use like super attack, wipe out that whole bunch of dudes. Awesome. But we don't get to see that. On account of it wasn't going to happen. I'm being silly. Mouse, you still with me? Mouse? Oh, my game is freaking out. Well, I just won, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, I got my little, the game slows down majorly thing that sometimes happens right at the very end. Interesting. Well, we get our happy, zealot dude. Being covered with, slow-moving... Although, it'll look fine for you guys, but for me it's all slowed down and weird. Especially the sound, battle stats here. So, Mysterious JG from the Fleet of the Executor, pretty dominating in this one. This one went a lot smoother than the last one. Because in the last one I was forced to attack early because I didn't think I had more resources, and I actually did, so I tried to attack before I ran out and just didn't have the numbers. This time I was able to build the numbers, also was able to harass them before I went on my real attack. Okay, game speed's back to normal. And this is a good Protoss run. 225 killed, 11 lost. Literally impossible to get numbers like that with this Zerg. But with the Protoss, you're not going to get that against another human player who's competent, of course. You're not going to get that against the computer on a random map, usually. But in one of these pre-programmed battles, you can kind of set it up. Most of my losses were to the Balrog Brood, and then it would appear that most of those losses were probably in that last attack on their base. Tiamat Brood managing to successfully kill probably one probe. Or scout. I keep getting scouts and probes confused. Protoss Scout. Okay, so I spent more resources, lost less structures, did more killing. Gotta remember, of course, I killed a lot of stuff with my cannons, photon cannons too. So yeah, fairly successful run. Again, I'm critiquing myself. I probably should have done that faster than I did. Otherwise, pretty good mission. We're gonna get a Praetor Phoenix, Protoss Temple Grounds, Province of Antioch. I like Phoenix. He hasn't really had a lot to say, but he's been a stalwart, solid supporter. I have no conception that he has like evil ulterior motives. Judicator Aldera seems like a douchebag, but Phoenix is just like, let's kill some Zerg. Let's do it. Do what we gotta do. He's got his Protoss alien dreadlocks. Kind of hanging around in the Protoss building. Oh, there's some slime there. Yep. Looks like his side blades kind of conked out on him, and the Zerg Hive cluster near the Scion province was destroyed, but the Protoss forces paid a high price for their victory. Praetor Phoenix, hero of and steward of the Templar, was killed during the assault. The Conclave, convinced that its stratagems are winning the war against the Zerg, have let down their guard and turned their attention to personal matters. Or personnel matters, because the Judicator Aldaris was ordered to find and arrest the wayward Tassadar and bring him home to stand trial for his crimes of treason. Now, with only a small fleet for protection, Aldaris and the Executor have traveled to the ash world of Char, hoping that Tassadar is still somewhere to be found. What? Are you fucking kidding me? The Overmind is on Ire. I mean, yeah, sure, we successfully defended against them expanding, but the Overmind itself is on Ire, and we're going to go to Char, not even to fight the Zerg there, to look for frickin' Executor. Yeah, Aldaris, we'll deal with you later. Oh, it doesn't make sense to me, folks. Really doesn't seem wise. But hey, they couldn't get 10 missions of the Protoss just fighting the Zerg on Ire, right? They had to mix it up. I understand that. Don't really understand from a political standpoint what the heck the Protoss or whatever Aldera's called them in a mission briefing of this mission. Don't understand what they're thinking about, but in gameplay terms, yeah, I get it. Got to stretch it out. 9 will give you 10. Our final mission will be to destroy the Overmind, so you gotta find some way to fill up the time. In the meantime, I managed to fill up the time by building a massive force of zealots, much bigger than was probably necessary at the end. Although, frankly, the big building up of zealots portion was pretty short. Mostly it was because I kept doing hit and run, like dickish, messing with them attacks against the red Zerg base using my scouts, not probes, scouts. So I hope that was fun for you guys to watch. It was certainly fun for me to do. And when we come back, folks, we're going to be traveling to Char to try to capture the Templar, Tassadar, Judicator, whatever the hell. We're after Tassadar, the guy who apparently... he seems like a stand-up dude. He had his big showdown with Kerrigan where he was like taunting her, getting her to make mistakes. And even when you're playing as the Zerg, you kind of know the Zerg aren't really the good guys in all this. And he apparently, although he's put Marchara and Sarchar to the torch, it would appear that he didn't really commit wholeheartedly to burning the most populous of the Terran worlds, or at least the capital of the Confederacy, Tarsonis. And I think that's like the main reason that well, I think the Protoss Conclave was pissed at him for not burning Tarsonis. But what really apparently set it off is that, I don't understand their whole religion, but Zeratul and his Dark Templar are apparently heretics. And, these kinds of things can be important. Doctrinal differences. I mean, literally the Catholic faith is supposed to believe in transubstantiation and the infallibility of the Pope, even though you go up to a Catholic on the street and ask them, and their attitudes towards that aren't as rigid as they're meant to be. But that kind of thing was a big deal for, who is God's authority on earth? Is it Pope, or is it the King, or who is it? That kind of thing is a big deal for the Christians. Muslims to this day, you've got the Sunni and the Shia fighting about who was the actual successor to Muhammad. Buddhists argue about whether falcon style or crane style is better. I don't know. That's such an unnecessary slap to the Buddhists. But, people get upset about stuff like this. So, the Protoss, I remember, although it hasn't come up, they talk about things like the call is light as part of the Dark Templar are like, no, the call is dark is even cooler. They could be arguing about beers, for all I know. Beers? They could be arguing about beers. I prefer call is light. I prefer call is dark. Tastes great, less filling, whatever it is, it's important to the Protoss, and they're going to have to work to overcome it, though, because the Zerg Overmind is basically going to fuck their shit up if they don't. I finally dropped the F-bomb. I've been studiously avoiding all video. At any rate, folks, when we come back, we're going to start doing some political infighting with the Protoss, which seems retarded, but that's what the game is calling for at the moment. We are, however, almost halfway... No, it's only mission 4. So we're about a third of the way through the Protoss mission. Which is, the Protoss Episode 3. Which means we're more than 2/3 of the way through Starcraft. Which means we're almost halfway through the Starcraft Brood War collectively. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I'm just like doing a mental math of how many hours of this have I got left to go. I'm enjoying it, but wow. It's going to feel good when it's over, too. That being said, folks, we'll be one step close to having this whole thing be over when we finish the next mission, which will be in the next video. Mysterious JG, signing off. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.